Don't miss the Polaris factory authorized clearance.
Hi, I'm Randy Wells, and the most Cubs games are right here on Comcast Sportsnet.
Welcome back to the batter's box. We've got a good game in our Cubs trivia showdown here. Let's go back to the game. We get ready for the start of it. But first, David, I remember back when you were beating Monty in the opening round, our Ray Liotta lookalike, and I thought to myself, this guy's going to come up with a big home run. How did you come through with a big hit?
You know, I had to. At that point, I was down by 1 run. It was my last chance, so I had to go for the win at that point. And basically, going back to, it was, gosh, if I can remember the guy's name now, Andy Pafko. It was the #1 card from the 1954 Topps Series. And the only guy I knew from the 45 World Series team was Andy Pafko. So I just went with him. Swinging for the fences. You going to do that again to start the second inning? No, I think I'm going to take a conservative way to go, so we'll see what happens. All right, what do you want then? I'll go with a single. Start with a single. David wants a single. He has a 2-1 lead as we begin the second inning. Which Cubs player began his career first? Was it Ernie Banks, Fergie Jenkins, Ron Santo, or Billy Williams? A, Ernie Banks. A, Ernie Banks is correct. So a single right out of the gate to start the second inning. John, we've cleared the bases. How do you want to start things off? And first, I want you to tell me, how did you end up getting here? Because it looked a little shaky for a second, but then you really poured it on.
Yeah, there was, he got a little greedy in the final inning. Was going for some doubles and home runs, and I kept it a little conservative and was able to get guys on second and third, so I just needed a couple singles to tie it and win it. So I was pretty lucky. Steady and conservative paid off in the long run. It was a good strategy. Okay, what do you want to do here? I'll start with a single. Start with a single. Okay, here's your question. Your first of the second inning. Who was the last Cubs player to win the National League MVP? Was it Andre Dawson? Was it Derek Lee, Ryne Sandberg, or Sammy Sosa? It was D, Sammy Sosa. D, Sammy Sosa is correct. So, starting things off with singles again. I see a pattern, same as the first inning. All right, David, what do you want to do? Another single. Going for another single. Here is David's question. From what team did the Cubs acquire Anthony Rizzo? Did they get Rizzo from the Giants, the Orioles, the Padres, or the Red Sox? C, Padres. C, Padres is correct. Anthony Rizzo in that trade for Andrew Kashner. Back over to John and a runner at first base. I'm going to go for the double. The double. Here's your question for the double. This would put runners at second and third. Who shares the single-season Cubs record for home runs by a pitcher with Carlos Zambrano? Is it Don Cardwell? Is it Fergie Jenkins, Pat Malone, or Claude Pascal? It is B, Fergie Jenkins. B, Fergie Jenkins is your answer, and B, Fergie Jenkins is correct. So, runners at second and third. We go back over to David, who has the lead, and runners at first and second. I'm going to go with a double. Going for a double. All right, here's your question for the two-bagger. Who holds the Cubs record with 7 opening day RBI? Is it Moises Alou, Corey Patterson, Aramis Ramirez, or Tuffy Rhodes? D, Tuffy Rhodes. Tuffy Rhodes had all those home runs, but it is incorrect. It is Corey Patterson has the record with 7 opening day RBI. So your runners stay at first and second. It's not a total disaster, but we go over to John with runners at second and third. I'll go for a single. Going for a single to try and tie this game up. Here's your question. With which team did Matt Garza pitch a no-hitter in 2010? Was it with the Dodgers, Rays, Twins, or Yankees? It was B, the Rays. It was B, the Rays, sure enough, and that brings in a run, moves one over to third. Now first and third, and we have a tie game, 2-2 here in the second inning. All right, David, you ready? Runners at first and second. What are you going to do? Go with a double. Go with a double to try and drive in the run and take the lead right back. Which Cubs pitcher has made the most opening day starts? Mordecai Brown, Fergie Jenkins, Rick Russell, or Carlos Zambrano? I'm going to call my pinch hitter. Going to call in your pinch hitter. All right, who did you bring with you today? Cousin Mike. Your cousin Mike is back. He helped out last time. Let's see if cousin Mike knows the answer to this one.
Mike, which Cubs pitcher has made the most opening day starts? Is it A, Mordecai Three-Finger Brown, B, Fergie Jenkins, C, Rick Russell, or D, Carlos Zambrano?
It's a pretty tough one. Got a runner coming in? If we get this, Dan?
Yeah, this would be for a runner coming in.
Okay. Well, I'm going to throw Zambrano out. I don't see him having that many starts. And I got to go back to the olden days and just go out on a limb. To be honest, I don't know if we're going to come through, but gut feeling, I'm going with Three Fingers.
Three Fingers over Fergie?
Yeah, I mean, just the instinct I got, gut feeling. What do you think?
I really don't know, to be honest. You know, you helped me out yesterday. I'm going to go with your gut feeling. We'll go A, Mordecai Three-Finger Brown.
Cousin Mike was right in the opening round. Cousin Mike is wrong on this one. It is B, Fergie Jenkins. Cousin Mike, thanks for coming along. We go back over to John. Runners at first and third in a 2-2 game. What do you want to do? Your last swing of the inning.
I'm going to go for a single.
Going for a single. This would drive in a run and give you the lead. Your question, for which of these teams did Alfonso Soriano not play? Athletics, Nationals, Rangers, Yankees. One of these teams he didn't play for.
He didn't play for A, the Athletics.
He did not play for the Athletics. He played for all the other three teams. You are correct, and that puts a run on the board, and it gives you a 3-2 lead after 2 innings. This one is coming down to the final at bat. I can see it now. Hey, you could play a little trivia from home, too. Try your luck at our Midas Trivia Question of the Week. Go to csnchicago.com, click on the Batter's Box logo to submit your answer. The third and final inning is coming up after a timeout.
When Bill Larson's brakes started squeaking. When Pam Summers' check engine light went on. And before Tom headed out on vacation. They all came here. Midas. Total car care. Total customer care. That's the Midas touch.
Get up to a $50 mail-in rebate when you purchase qualifying brake pads or shoes at Midas.
Seen the signs on the passers-by, something's got to give.